If you're looking for fast, cheap, reliable mud coins, make sure to check out buymudcoins.com. Link in the description. Use code CK for 10% off. Welcome back, you guys. Your boy CK. Now, I read the feedback from the last video, and you guys killed me for the predictions I had for MLBs. And I kind of understand where you guys are coming from because, I mean, it's Madden. They're probably not going to go based off the stats from last season. They're probably going to go off more of, you know, name recognition and who the most popular players are. So a lot of those guys probably won't get elite cards. So maybe I should entitle this predictions. I should call it players who I think deserve elite cards based on their performance last season. But it's already too late to change it, man. I already started the series. Might as well just keep going with predictions as the title. Now in this video, I'm going to be covering outside linebackers who I think deserve elite cards. Let's start off with the left outside linebackers. I think Khalil Mack deserves a 91 overall next year. He had 5 forced fumbles, 11 sacks, over 70 tackles, and 3 recovered fumbles. I think it's between him and this guy for being the best outside linebacker in the entire NFL. And that's Von Miller. I'm giving him a 90 overall. Doesn't mean that Khalil Mack is better. I just think that Khalil Mack had the better season. So that's why I think he deserves a higher overall card. Now, Von Miller was second in sacks, and he had 3 forced fumbles. So obviously, those are like the top 2 outside linebackers in the NFL. You could also make a case for this guy being up there with these two, man. Vic Beasley. He led the league in sacks and forced fumbles. So not only did he lead the league in getting to the quarterback, but he also led the league in stripping the quarterback and causing fumbles in a variety of ways. So those are easily the top 3 outside linebackers in the NFL, in my opinion, man. All 3 of those guys are going to be at least 90. I see Khalil Mack being a 91. Next up, we have Lorenzo Alexander with an 88 overall card. Now, this is one of those guys who probably won't get an elite card because it's Madden, but I think he deserves it, man. Based on the season he had, 6 passes deflected. He was 3rd in the league in sacks, and he had a bevy of tackles, man. I think he definitely deserves to be in that high elite tier. Now we have a few 86 overalls. Marcus Golden, who was tied for 3rd in the league in sacks. Mark Barron, who was top 16 in tackles. He had 2 interceptions and 1 recovered fumble. And also Bruce Irvin, who had 7 sacks, and he was tied for the league lead in forced fumbles. And last but not least, at 85 overall, we have Telvin Smith. He was top 16 in tackles, had a really good season. Another player that I think won't get an elite card, but you know, probably deserves it based on the season he had. Honorable mentions, we're going to Tahir Whitehead. Now the reason why I don't think he's going to get an elite, because he had no sacks, but he was top 10 in tackles. And also Jamie Collins, based off name, he might get an elite card, but he didn't have the best season. Now as for right outside linebackers, let's start with the cream of the crop, man. He's definitely getting an elite card. It's just a matter of how high they're going to go. Thomas Davis, 89 overall is what I'm predicting. 3 interceptions, 2.5 sacks, over 100 tackles easily. One of the best right outside linebackers in the entire NFL. 87 overall, we have Dante Hightower. Only 65 tackles, but he had 2.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and he made plays when it counted the most, especially in big moments like in the Super Bowl. Another guy is Sean Lee, 87 overall, 145 tackles, but he had no sacks and no interceptions. That's probably why he's not a little bit higher, but I see them giving him a very nice elite card. Levante David, I see being an 87. He had over 80 tackles, 5 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, and 1 interception. And then KJ Wright, 87 as well. He was top 13 in tackles, 4 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 1 fumble recovery. Moving on to the 86 overalls, we have Deion Jones. A lot of you guys were clamoring for this guy in the last video. Some people say he's an MLB. I looked online and said he was an outside linebacker. I don't think it really matters. He's still going to get an elite card no matter what. 3 interceptions, 2 touchdowns, and over 100 tackles. The guy makes plays. And then, of course, Terrell Suggs, T-Sizzle. I see him being an 86 overall, man. He had 3 forced fumbles, 8 sacks, only 35 tackles, but he did play with a torn bicep. We all know what he does when he's healthy. The last 86 overall I see being Melvin Ingram. He had 8 sacks. I think that's the most for a right outside linebacker. And also 4 forced fumbles. So he definitely knows how to get to the quarterback. And then last but not least, 85 overall, we have Preston Brown. Probably a guy who won't get an elite, but I think he definitely deserves to at least be in the discussion, man. Top 10 in tackles, 1 forced fumble, and 2 recovered fumbles. And then the honorable mention for right outside linebackers, I'm going with Leonard Floyd. He has 7 sacks, but only 33 tackles. So if he improves that, I can see him being an elite next year. Now let me know what you guys think. I know I'm probably gonna get killed once again, but I don't care, man. I do this for fun. I do this to try to entertain. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, smash that like button. I don't think there's too many positions left, so we're gonna be wrapping it up very soon, man. Please do me a favor and subscribe if you're new around here. Also, please go ahead and subscribe to my second channel, man. I just dropped a fire video today. I think you guys will enjoy it, man. I'm talking about sleeper teams, so be sure to check it out. Also subscribe to that channel, and yeah, follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. And as for me,
gotta run when I hear the bird call. Damn, hop in that thing and murk off, swerve off.